Get ready to leap into action with the 2022 Water Tiger with the 12 animal signs of the zodiac. The first success tip that I'd like to share with you is to know yourself. Learn strategies to play your best strengths and be aware of the obstacles of the year. For you newbies, hi, welcome to my channel. And for you seasoned students and followers, welcome back. Hi, my name is Kathleen Horvath-Zemansky. I'm a business feng shui master, astrologer, and the creator of the Time Blazer business management system. So when you're watching this series, there's something that I really want you to take note of. You are much more than the year of whatever you were born in, that you also have information that is critical to knowing more about how you operate with the month of birth, the day of birth, and the hour of birth if you know it. This is a reason why we find out these things at the beginning of the year, to play your strengths and just be aware of the weaknesses of 2022. I also encourage and advise for you to watch all of the animals in the series because they're going to be relating to the months of the year as well as other tips that I'm going to be giving along the way. So the first thing you need to do is go to www.freebusinessastrology.com to calculate not only your birth chart, but your birthright, to unlock the keys to your true potential and to leap into action to this fast-paced Water Tiger year. Okay, we're here at our final animal of the zodiac. We're going to be talking about the ox, which I'm giving 3 stars. They're a little bit weak, but I'm going to give a ranking of 3. But first we're going to figure out where the ox is and how it would behave in your chart if you have an ox in your chart. So the year of birth is about your networks. It's about your networking efforts, the people that you know that can help expand your offerings, if you will. It's also about how you market. What is the best way for you to market? Is it online? Is it a podcast? Is it writing a blog? Something like that. So really knowing how these animals behave is going to really help you hone into the right strategy. So the month of birth is about your career, what you're best suited at doing, and it's also about your character. The day of birth is about you. This is one of my cherished pillars, if you will, because you have so much control over the day of birth. It is about your personal growth. It's about your self-care. It is about your mindset. Is that a positive or is it a spiral down, more rabbit hole kind of mindset? And it is also about your capacity and quality of your partnerships. The hour is about your goals. This is about your legacies, your life purpose. What are you working so hard towards and leaving for the world to become a better place at? So this is very important as well. And it's also about your investments, about all the money that you have accumulated over the course of your life. What do you do with those funds? And what is the strategies moving forward if you have not managed them very well? So this is really important to understand as well. Okay, let's get into what these animals have to hold for us. And so let's jump right in. So first of all, like I said, these are a little bit more on the weaker side, but we'll take what we can get, right? So first of all, you have charisma, which is a great tool to have, especially if you are behind a screen or you are going on an interview, something like that. This is really going to help jumpstart for you if you have the ox in the ox in your chart. So what we're going to do is it's going to magnetize new partnerships, strengthen existing bonds, if you will, and it's also going to help you expand your networks, especially if it's in that year or month of birth. It's also good for personal relationships as well because it can actually help you take whatever relationship you want to be in to the next level or attract that person in, but it's good both for business and personal. So expect some happiness is what I'd like to leave you with on that one. It's also about visibility. So it's going to help you gain more popularity and fame, and it's also going to bring you some opportunities. So really have your radar and antenna up for those opportunities that may come your way. So don't miss them is what I'm trying to say. This is also payday, so this also means a potential, and I do mean potential increase in earnings and wealth opportunities, because really it does represent the value that you give back in return. So it's not just, oh, just because you have an ox in your chart, you're going to have this cash flow coming into you. You really have to also give value in return. So you definitely want to set up your game very early in the year or as quickly as you can so that you can benefit from a potential pay raise or increase in your rates, again, depending on the value that you're bringing to the marketplace. All right, so but on the other side of the coin, we also have isolation. So it is going to be where you're going to want to, have to really even force yourself to mingle with other people. You're just going to want to feel more like I just want to nest and be lonely, isolated and things like that. So, really I'm going to like really try to have you work on your mindset on this, because we really do need to get back into the flow of our lives, right? Whatever that means with regulations from all over. But you really do need to think about how you can make a little effort. You've got that charisma working for you, so work it, right? Okay, so we also have to watch your health a little bit. You do have an illness star visiting you this year. So what I would like for you and encourage you to do is take better care of your health and wellness. So this is something that everyone can do. It really is having the courage, having the insight, the education. So there's a lot of tools out there, as you know. So really do take care, because you may have a compromised immune system. So take this very seriously. Like the first sign of something, go get checked out. And it could be anything. It's not just, things that we're listening to in the news. And so you just don't want something to go chronic. It's going to be so much harder for you to treat. And finally, you have the year Shah. Now, this is part of that 3 killings on the Feng Shui dial. We'll talk about that during the Feng Shui section. But if it gets accidentally activated, you're not going to like the consequences of it. So there's going to be disagreements. There's, it's just going to be very, very messy. So you definitely, if you do get this triggered, you're definitely going to want to do some good Feng Shui to help reverse that, but also get in contact with a trusted advisor to help neutralize or mediate any disagreements that you might have between other people and things like that. And that will help you enormously. All right, let's talk about some of the animals that will be your helpers this year. So definitely the rat, but the rat is if you watch that piece, that's you're gonna understand that the rat is not actually that favorable this year. So we're really going to depend more on the ox, and then you might have a few of the rats coming over to get what you've got this year, because the rat is a little bit low on energy. But let's look at this 3 harmony. So we do know that the rooster's great, the snake has some good possibilities, but when you add these 3 together, and you need to have one of them for the 3 or triple harmony, and it will create more metal in your chart. When you have more metal in your chart, you need to figure out where that will show up in your 5 structures, and that's located below your natal chart, the 5 structures area, and you just need to look for the color gray. And it may not be what you see on the screen because it's somebody else's chart. So you need to look at yours and how it will influence you. It could be creation, it could be wealth, it could be power, it could be resources, and it could be network. So what is it to you, and how would you like to implement it by either finding other people that have, because we want the help of other people. You may have this in your chart already, but life is going to be easier when you bring team players that work together well. So you can find it either in friends, colleagues, charts, or you can use the time blazer, which I'll show you in a minute on how you can implement that. So we also have to look at some of the annoyances that the ox is going to feel, and that could be from the goat. So if you have a goat in your chart, or the goat months or goat days, those days are days that you're going to want to avoid. Now, we've got some pretty recent history, as in 2021 it was the year of the ox, and if you had a goat in your chart, you probably had a bit of turmoil happening because it was the year breaker. So when we have this clash like that and it's all year long, long, you really start feeling the effects of it, especially if you are not abiding by the tenets of feng shui, astrology, and all that we have to offer. You can really end up having a pretty yucky year if you accidentally activate something or make some wrong communication moves. So this is here to help you understand when certain things happen. You just need to adjust your behavior just a little bit, communication style, maybe pull back, not push forward so much. But with that said, I'm not really that afraid of clashes, because clashes can help you get rid of things that you don't really need. So this is something to keep in mind if it is something you want to clash out anyway. For example, if you have maybe a medical condition that you want to get rid of, this would be a great idea to clash it out. So there's different ways that you can use clashes, but if you're not prepared for them, the universe will provide, and then that's where it does get messy and you get blindsided. So plan out your strategies to know when these energies are coming your way. So here's a peek at the January, and this is 2022 calendar year. So that's the year that we're in. But as you can see, it started on the 5th, but whatever time remaining, we do have some good days left in the month of January. Now, the Time Blazer system is personalized for every single client. This is the foundational piece where everything is built personalized from here out. But the types of days, and the objective is to find a good day and time of one of the green days that is applicable to the activity that you want to conduct, and you will have exponential results by following just these few extra steps. So if you've got a book launch, a new website to launch, or you've got a program, product, or service, you definitely want to do it on a good time and day, because you've spent so much time creating it. Why not monetize it? Are you ready to take the next step in crafting your destiny? Then you're going to want to download our 2022 Feng Shui Toolkit, where you can find our annual Feng Shui and Flying Star Compass styles to superimpose over your accurate floor plan. Feng Shui is the methodology to help you achieve your goals, and the annual Water Tiger energies are going to help you achieve them faster. Now that you know what to do astrologically, it's time to get assistance from Feng Shui to get yourself pointed in the right direction to leap into action. And we'd love to provide those tools for you for free. Just click on the link below for our 2022 Feng Shui Toolkit. Remember to listen to the rest of the animals in the series by clicking also the link 2022 Water Tiger, the 12 Power Animals. And while you're at it, please hit that subscribe button and smash that bell so you don't miss any of our Feng Shui astrology tips and more. We'd certainly appreciate it if you liked what you heard. Hit the like button. And if you really liked what you heard, go ahead and leave a comment and share with other like-minded people. We would be so honored for your following. And may this year of the Water Tiger be filled with good health, peace, and life-fulfilling goals come true.